I'm about to get really stupid with this thing. I've tried everything else. Now it's just sheer stupidity. Not really any information out there, and I've never done this before.
It's just me and Dusty in the shop today. Everybody else is gone.
Lame.
So, yeah. I don't know, we get the whole shop to ourselves.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it is nice. It's like, yeah, we get to take over as much as we want.
Yep.
So nobody can complain. Anyway, we're trying to get the core support mounted today. We got this all squarish, like the hood set. Got the gap mostly right.
Ish.
We eyeballed it and called it a day.
It looks as good as it's gonna. No, just kidding. It does look pretty good. It's pretty dang close.
Yep, now we're just cutting the frame right here to get the grill to fit.
It's all fitting together really good, really.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, good. Coming together.
Yep. So we're gonna mount the core support, cut some stuff, and hopefully you can find a camera and video this. So.
Good luck.
Yep. Wish us luck.
Stacy!
Help! We're too dumb for this.
We'll find it. We'll see you. We're going camping.
So Dusty has since left. We have the core support mounted. So I want to show you something that's a little weird. So side to side measurement from the bottom side of this fender. Now you can't see it, but can't hold the camera and do this. From this bottom hole is 11 and 3/16. Bottom hole on this side, 11 and 3/16. Wow, right on the money, right? Then from the control arm bolt to the back side of the radiator support, we got 13 and 3/4. For this one, we have 13 and 3/4. But you go from the side to side measurement, you got 53 and 3/8. And from this bolt, we have 52 and 52.5. Well, that's a little bit more than an 1/8 off.
You don't say!
So I have no idea what the heck is happening here. So I'm gonna wait until my dad gets home, have him take a look at it, and hopefully we can figure out where that magical 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch is disappearing off to. But I'm kind of done. I've measured this for the past probably hour, trying to figure out where this measurement has went, and I have no idea. And I'm a little tired of measuring it, so I'm gonna go do something else. You'll see me if I come back out and measure it, and if not, you'll see me and my dad screwing with it. So, till then, goodbye. Well, can't figure it out, so I'm going to be doing some 3D printer stuff instead. So I'm going to start a print. Out the battery hold downs, I need to print some, so just going to print that, and well, probably find another project. But I'm kind of done working on my truck today. Okay, well, it's another day in the shop. My dad got home and we figured out what it was. So this front's all centered, but the problem is the cab's off by that 1/2 inch. I measured from the frame to the edge of this fender, and it's off by 3/8. So found the problem. Now we just need to adjust the cab, but it can wait till another day. So
we're back in the shop. We have both Kenner's project here in the shop. See if we can pick up where him and Dusty left off.
Yep.
See if we can get everything all shifted around on the front end, get the hood to fit right. And then maybe we'll get the bumper fitted. Be able to have the front of this thing pretty well done.
yeah, that'll be nice.
Yep. And then while we're doing that, then we're going to get back on Kaden's Blazer, see what we can do with this top. Today's project on the top is to see what we can do with this rear bow right here. You can see how much this rear bow right there is sagged. You can see the front ones have got just a little bit of positive arch, but this rear one is sagged quite a bit, and it's kind of got the standard bird bath in the back of the top like these like to have. Is see if we can open up this channel in the back. I think there's probably a piece of wood in it. That's what I've seen on other tops. So we're going to come in from the roof, open that up. We're not going to open this up because it looks good, but in the roof where it's kind of a mess anyway, we'll just take and open that up, clean out that channel, and put something a little stronger in there. Maybe a piece of steel that's bent to the right arch, and see if we can get that all lifted up, and then we'll fiberglass the top of it and hopefully make it look a lot better. And if it sounds kind of yucky to you, you're right. We're not excited about it. Anytime you're cutting fiberglass, it's not any fun, but we'll get this off, get it opened up, and see what we got.
Looks like solid fiberglass all the way through right there.
Huh. It could be. Yeah, whatever it is, it isn't doing a very good job, so we'll just cut it open and hollow it out and see what we get. Okay, get the chalk line and we can chalk line that, and then we'll grab the little cordless skill saw and go to town, huh?
Yeah. It'll be a lot of fiberglass.
Alright, so we got this marked where we're going to cut it. We're just going to use this skill saw. We're getting Kaden all dressed up here. You're going to want to pull those up all the way. So this is also a good time to show you these sleeves. Our friends over at WorkSkin sent us a pair of these. They're just like a cotton poly. They almost feel like a thick, like a sweatshirt type material.
Yeah, that's exactly what
but they work really good. They work a lot better for welding, protection in welding than you would think. They're way more comfortable than the leather. They're super nice. They're tapered like a hoodie would be, but I think they're going to work really good to keep the fiberglass off of Kaden's arms while he opens this up. So look at that. They even match our chadsfab issue shirt like, here. Yeah.
Good design.
Yeah. But yeah, if you'd like some, go check them out at workskins.com.
That's a pretty cool idea, though. Just almost the sleeves minus the shirt.
Yep.
When your shirt has minus the sleeves.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so tip it up on its front edge. You're going to want to go forward just a little bit. There you go. Now,
okay,
so what all you're gonna do is hold it up and then just slowly lever it down and it'll start to cut.
Yeah.
Make sure you hold it perfectly still. You don't want to bind it up and have it kick back on you. So.
Yeah, that's true. And we're cutting on the line?
Huh?
Do you want it on the line or just inside the line?
On the line's fine because it tapers.
Okay.
How does it feel to cut up an almost irreplaceable top?
Hasn't set in yet.
Huh?
That hasn't set in yet.
Oh, okay. Well, when we get it all cut open and you can see the floor through the hole, it'll set in.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Like, why did it pay so much money?
Yeah. Well, you can still smell the resin.
Can you? I can't.
Cut the other line, then we'll cut the ends and see what they pull off or what we've got. We may end up having like 3 or 4 cuts or 5 cuts.
Yeah.
See if we can get it to peel open. I'm just not sure what's in there. Not really any information out there, and I've never done this before, so.
Yep.
So we got this bow all cleaned out, got all the wood cleaned out of it, ground this down some. We'll still have just a little bit of cleanup work to do, but it's really close. Now we're just gonna cut a piece of 1/4 inch aluminum to go in there. We'll put a bow shape in it so it'll help hold the shape of the top, and we'll get that all fiberglassed in. Then over here, this big old can of worms over here, it's like 1 step forward, and we're not sure how many steps back just yet. That's what we're going to determine. There's a good possibility that this frame is going to end up in the garbage. Just things aren't lining up in the front. I'm wondering if the frame itself is messed up, or if where we figured our center line when we worked on it last time is off. But we're not going to be totally impulsive about it. We got to be logical and do this step by step. But our next step is definitely getting this body off, getting the motor and trans back out. We're just going to get everything out of the frame and recenter line it and see what's going on with it. Go slow if you need to set it down. Okay, down a little so we don't hit the door. Well.
Run that back towards the back of the frame. Yeah, we have one that's like stupidly long.
Yeah, like stupidly long.
Yeah, we're gonna need to shoot the long one. Leave that open. Yeah, I'll put her back up. They probably gonna fail. That's done. We're gonna need a long one because we need to go to the rear cross member all the way to the end of the frame.
body's all gentle.
Though I'm wondering if our measuring tapes are broken. I have no idea. What say ye, Mr. Kenner?
Frame's good.
How good?
Plus or minus an eighth in all of our measurements, which is close enough. It's probably better than it was when it came off the factory.
Probably. Yes, so it's a great big mystery why everything was nearly an inch off. It was a solid 3/4 off, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah, it was ugly.
I took a picture of it and it'll probably be put on screen on how bad it was.
Yeah, it was really bad. So we don't quite know, but even our wheelbase measurements are right on. We've measured front to back to here and side to side to here. I mean, everything is within an eighth.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of a great big mystery. So probably what we'll end up doing is we're gonna set the cab on and we're gonna put the fenders on. Get the fenders and the grill centered with the frame.
And move the cab accordingly? Yes.
Okay, well we'll do that and then we'll reverse course on all of these parts.
Yep.
Yeah, yippee. So we got this piece of aluminum cut. We go in here, we got it bent with a little bit of spring to it. So it'll help put a little preload on that. So hopefully help keep it from sagging. We got some room in the middle where we can add a little bit more. So he's cutting a piece of 090 over there to put over the top of this. And we'll just take and set it on here, tack it together and just add just a little bit more strength to it. Hopefully it'll hold it.
Should.
We're
Definitely
gonna find
better than
out.
a piece of wood.
Yeah, if not, it was a really fun to breathe all that fiberglass, wasn't it?
I mean, not so much breathe it, more just my hands now itch like a mother.
Oh, you even had gloves on.
I did too. But I mean, my hands already itch normally.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we pretty much got all this stuff ready to where we can glue this piece in. So we showed you a little bit of it. So this is how much arch we had to put into it, so it'll hold the top up where we want it. It's kind of fun to put in. But yeah, I'll let my dad tell you how we're gonna glue it in, because he knows how that works.
I don't know, Jack. I'm just pretending. So we're just going to use some regular polyester filler to glue it in. I've mixed it with just a little bit of glaze to thin it out just a little bit, so hopefully it'll squeeze into its cracks a little better. But yeah, we're going to try this, see what happens. Hopefully it works. If not, we'll pull it back out, dig it all out, and regroup. But I think it's going to work, so yeah. But it is nice when your piece that you're working on also doubles as your workbench, so kind of handy.
Okay, now we're both kind of full go to get this piece set in. But you can see you got a fair amount of it kind of goes out around the edges.
Yeah,
it should stay.
I think so. I think we're good to go. We got, for the most part, I think we got all of our spots. Let's see, Kaden, you want to grab a drill and let's drill that real quick and put a screw, like really quick. We had a jack under this holding this all up while this glue dried, or the filler dried, and we pulled it out and it did drop down just a little bit, but it is super close. You can see there's hardly any gap there, where before there was about 3/8 of an inch of gap there. So that should take care of the big bird bath in the back. And if you look at it from the inside, there's a little bit of a positive arch to that support. Before we fiberglass the top of it, we'll pull these 3 screws out. So we had to add these 2 when we put it on there. It wouldn't quite squeeze down in there. I'll take the grinder and cut this back some more. And then we'll build this up with some fiberglass mat, probably 4 or 5 layers. And then where this is just a little bit low still, that gives us just enough room where we can put 1 layer of mat out, where we have probably like an 8-inch layer of mat beyond our cut, just to make sure we get all the strength back in. Pretty happy with it. Never done anything quite like this, but I'm pretty happy with the outcome on it.
Yeah, like 8 3/4 right there.
8 3/4.
Yeah, because I think it's 9.
This one says 9 1/8.
Cool.
We go that way.
We need to go this way,
About a quarter-ish.
and that should fix everything. So, where are we for square?
53 and 1/8. 52, 8, 7/16. So it doesn't need to go that way.
Okay, everything jives. We need to loosen up the fenders so, because the front end, the radiator support needs to go that way. And the way the fenders are bolted to the cab, it won't let up. Because what matters is this for our hood to fit, and it matters that our frame comes so our bumper fits.
Yeah.
Because we need about 53. 52 and 3/4, something. Anything but 52 and 7/16.
52 and 7/8.
Okay. Hey,
It's 5/8.
5/8?
Yeah, sorry, 52 and 5/8.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah, I misread.
Gonna stay?
That's just what it likes to be, it seems.
I don't know what it's.
These are just grinding up.
Hey, will you hold that now?
Yeah.
I'm about to get really stupid with this thing. Whatever's holding it in place. Okay. We've tried everything else. Now it's just sheer stupidity.
It's 52 and 3/4.
All of that and move the nail.
And a body mount fell on the ground.
I'm about ready to pull it outside and take a running.
That's 53. 52 and 7/8.
Oh,
So we're
okay,
within an 8.
We're within an 8. Nice. Finally. Okay, now let's tighten these 2 bolts with some pressure on them.
53 now.
53.
Yeah.
Okay.
52.
Pull it time. There you go.
11/16.
11/16.
Yeah.
All right.
That probably fixed it.
There's no problem going that way.
Yeah. 52 and 13/16.
Okay,
Yeah,
that should be
okay,
it.
yeah, that's good.
That should
Check
be
the other
about it.
side.
Yeah. So now let's tighten that guy up.
Okay.
Now tighten all the bolts.
Oh, we're just gonna do like 1 or 2 at a time and make sure it stays, because this is just stupid. Okay, so that one's tied.
Yeah,
Shear. That right there. 52 and 3/4. 13/16. Okay, so we're still good there. Yeah, tighten these ones. We're good. I mean, yeah, we were just going about this the whole way, the wrong way, because the fenders wouldn't move and it just everything was so out of whack.
Is it still square?
Yeah, it's right where it was, 52 and 13/16 by 52 and
7/8.
7/8.
I do actually want to put the
Yeah, maybe 2.
Okay, I got it. How's that?
That's way better.
Yeah, that's actually maybe in the
Almost.
Might get so.
Let's see where the gaps.
Well, the core support just needs to go up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, the gap at the bottom is too much. The gap at the top is huge.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, just a little bit more.
One more.
Yeah, okay, that's pretty good.
A little more. Okay.
What are you looking at?
One more. There we go. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's.
Oh, these gaps are like 1,000 times better.
Look at that.
It's not great still, but
Looks like the hood needs to come forward some.
It does.
break it.
Look at that.
For the first time ever, the hood fits.
Nice. Now we're borderline 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
top of the tire right
That's
there.
the top of the tire. Doesn't even tuck into the fender at all. So everything needs to come down 2 inches. So that means the cap's got to come off one more time. For the Lord. Yeah. Actually, we're gonna have to cut the whole back of the frame.
Yeah, you do just have to redo the frame.
Because if we drop that, we can't drop the bed 2 inches.
No, we can't.
It literally is already hitting.
It was already hitting.
It was hitting right there.
Yep.
So you have to cut the frame and change it by the cap?
If they drop that 2 inches, then basically...
Probably cut it like right here.
I would, yeah.
Yeah, I think right at the frame hanger.
Because we got to do the rear suspension anyway.
Yeah,
It would
we'll
make
just
it
cut
easier.
that.
We'll just cut it out and just kind of slide it off to oblivion and say goodbye.
And do a new frame?
Yeah, you could make it to where it's just about the height of the bed where it's going to be, and then just
Yeah, it could
make
kind of
it
just
straight.
So just make a new frame.
No, from here
Yeah,
back.
it'd be way easier.
Oh, what do we want to do from there back? Because we got to actually we have to redo the body now. Like, yeah,
Oh, you just get a new frame?
actually, that may be.
You said if you had to do more to this frame, it was
Not,
gone.
like you said, if we were smart, if we really wanted to, we could lay that 2x4 right there.
Man, sad as it is, that's probably not a bad idea.
Like, honestly, it may be just as easy. Are we wrong?
Oh, I mean, I don't know who thinks that
You
swap
said
is a good idea, actually.
That if you had to keep modifying this frame, you were getting rid of it.
How much is that frame in
In Ogden?
$400.
You want to see if they're around? We'll just cut the
Front end off.
front cross member and transfer it over.
And everything
Yeah,
else would
because
be
all
the
of
other
the
stuff.
front crossmember stuff is we've spent a ton of time on. That's good.
It's good.
We're not gonna do that again.
No, we're not doing that. There's no need to. It's really good. So.
Yeah, that is really good.
Oh
But
my
yeah.
gosh, this is stupid.
You that ever wondered, an S10 frame swap for these trucks is not the way to go.
Yeah, it's if you just want something you can plop it on and you're not too concerned about how it looks, it's fine. But if you're building something nice, save your time and money. I think what we're gonna end up doing is we thought we had a used one found, an original frame, but turns out he sold it last week. So I think our only option at this point is to build one. I do have some I have that big chunk of 2x4 that's 3/16 wall that would be perfect, and there's enough of it to build a frame with that if we have to. I'd rather not. I was thinking we were going to be done with this whole frame fiasco, but
We're not lucky.
yeah, it's not looking so good. Kenner and I made some decisions last night, and after messing with this other frame. So if you remember, we needed to drop that body down once we raised the front clip up to where it needed to be. So in order to do that, we'd have to cut these brackets down 2 inches, so right there. So we'd have to rebuild this to get our angle out enough to support this top plate. And then we would have to rebuild the back half of this frame, because once we take 2 inches, drop that body down 2 inches, this is all going to be too high. The floor, the one brace in the floor was already not clearing this part of the frame. So if we go down 2 inches, you can see we'd have to pretty much lop that whole thing off. This was the perfect height, so basically we'd have to cut that frame right about here and redo the whole thing. So what was your decision on this, Kenner? Because I presented both options.
I decided we're just gonna cut the frame right here and throw the rest in the garbage.
Probably what we should have done in the very beginning, huh?
Yeah. But
Actually, if we'd have done it in the very beginning, we would have just taken the whole thing and we wouldn't have spent all of this time on this cross member
yeah.
and the suspension. But I mean, we're going to reuse it, because we'll just kind of use it like you would a cross member kit on a stock frame. And so what we did yesterday is we took all the dimensions and all the thoughts that I had, because I'd already built these frame rails in my head. So we had Kenner transfer them to paper, and this is what we're going to have for our frame rails. That is our front center line, that's our rear axle center line, and that's what the rail is going to look like. We're going to build this out of 2x6 120 wall on this main part, and then we'll taper it down to 4" on either end, and then this section here will be 4" 188 wall, since we will have to cut this one spot right there down to 3" so we have enough room for the rear axle to move up. So, and then this is what it's going to look like from the top. So it's going to look a lot like the factory frame where it tapers out. So this will be our inside dimensions. That's the good news. The bad news is none of the steel supply places are open today. Well, I do have enough tubing to build one rail. We'll get that built today, and I think we should be able to do this in probably, I'll bet the first rail will take us 6 to 8 hours to build, and so that'll leave us with a little bit of time, and maybe we'll get the rear housing welded together today as well and get that ready to go. And during the work week, we'll run and pick up another length of 2x6 tubing so we can have enough to build that other rail, and then next weekend when we work on it, we'll get that built, and maybe even get everything all tacked together and make a complete frame. Okay, we got this all marked out. Kenner kind of started to cut on it. We got everything marked, so this will be the passenger side rail, I guess. So we're putting the seam on the inside. So we'll get that all marked. Got our angle marked there. And then we got this marked here. And that'll be the end of this 2x6. So this piece ends right there. And then these next pieces will be 2x4. So we'll get this main piece cut out and tacked together. Then we'll lay out the 2x4 piece, get it all marked, cut, bent, tacked together, and then we'll join the two pieces together. While Kenner's cutting this, I'm gonna work on his rear axle housing. I gotta get the ends of the tube squared up. It's fairly close. The chop saw did a fairly good job, but I'll take the square, go all the way around it, and make sure it's dead on. Then I could maybe get these ends welded on today. So once those ends are welded on, then it'll be a matter of just assembling it like we would normal, and this housing will be ready to go into the frame when we get the frame done. So I do have a single triangulated 4-bar system here somewhere.
It's out back.
Is it?
Yeah, it's in the cab.
Oh, okay. We have that all ready to go. I got the shock brackets for it. We're gonna do double adjustable coilovers on the rear.
Oh, I don't know that nice.
Well, it's not that much more to do single or double adjustable over non-adjustable.
I guess that's true.
So we're gonna put some quality stuff in the back, so because that's probably never gonna get changed.
No.
And being double adjustable, you can do whatever you want with it. If you decide to go drag racing, or if you decide to go do some autocross or anything like that, you'll be able to just set the valving up. So
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even realize that was up.
there you go, it works better.
Yeah, probably does.
Okay, remember precision. If you're struggling, do something different or just walk away. So
Yeah, pretty good currently.
yeah, that's looking really good. And if you keep doing that, we're perfect. But yeah, it just needs to be right. Or
Okay.
That cool stuff, cool. What's that?
That tool is just so cool.
Yeah, it does a pretty good job of cleaning those up and making them look good, huh?
Close. It was going right for the groin. So you taking me out, I'm gonna take one of your guys out too. Well, it was to spread this out because it wasn't quite 2 inches, but now we're trying to get it out.
Yeah. As soon as we cut this, it fold it in.
There's just a lot of internal stress. It's just like, nah, dude.
Yeah. So we put that in there. And that's what we did on the front. It was kind of snug, but it came out.
The bag's like,
Nope, that one's not playing that on.
wow. What do you need to do? We're gonna have to
Anything for you?
Well, we got this rail all cut up, bent, and tacked back into place. So everything worked out pretty good overall. For the newbie cutting it with the hand grinder and us just putting it back together with a square and a straight edge, I think it's going to be just fine. So we're going to make the second part of this rail, which is basically these two pieces. This third piece, we're going to do it in a separate piece. These two we'll just pie cut it because there's just the one pie cut here to fold it, and then it'll butt into here. And then, but this piece, not only does it have to pie cut, but it's also going to go in at about 3 degrees. And that'll make more sense later on when you see the rest of the rail. But anyway, that's moving right along. And then on this housing, I got the tubes all cleaned up, and I got the end of the housing all squared up, and I took the grinder and chamfered the end of the housing, and the housing end is chamfered to get a nice place to run a bead, and it fits on there really nice. There's no gaps anywhere, as you can see. So a couple of tacks on that, and I'll be ready to weld, and then I'll do the same thing over on that end. So amazingly enough, we hit our goals. It's time to go in, so I call that a pretty good day. But here's our finished product. Well, almost finished. So this will be the passenger side frame rail, and then the seam will be on the inside. We do have this piece cut right there, but we decided to not put it on. We'll wait till we get the two rails cross membered together so we can get it all squared up. So it's got compound angles, so it's angled here and then it's going to angle in. So it's going to be kind of tough to do without a fixture. It'll be a lot easier to do once the rails are all put together. Then we make sure it's all squared up and looks right. And then the rear housing is all done. Turned out really good. Welds pretty well just disappeared. Nice bare tubes to put all of our shock brackets and link brackets on. So next time you see this, we should have the other rail built and ready to assemble it all. We'll get the two rails assembled together with the cross members so they're all set, and then we'll come over here and cut this frame and then mount those two rails as an assembly to this. Should be a lot easier to do that way, and we're not chasing a bunch of loose parts around. That's as much as we're going to get done on this holiday weekend. Till next time, remember those random acts of kindness. This world can never have too many of them. Thanks for watching.